Hello everyone, my name is Debashish and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about another attack against domain name system which is known as DNS Bitsquatting. So without wasting any further time, let's get into our whiteboard. Welcome to the whiteboard. So we are talking about DNS Bitsquatting attack today. So before we get into the actual attack scenario, first we have to understand how DNS works. So let's say a client or your browser, you're willing to access wikipedia.org. So what happens in the background is first the client is going to send a request to the root name server. So the root name server is going to return the IP of the org name servers. In this case, maybe it's 204.74.1121. And after that, another request will be sent to the org name servers. So org name servers, again, actually upon receiving the request, it's going to return the IP address of wikipedia.org's name servers. So and once we have the name server of wikipedia.org, we reach out to that Wikipedia org name server, and after that the Wikipedia org name server is going to return the IP address of the actual server where the Wikipedia website is hosted. So then the client will actually directly make request to the Wikipedia server. So this is how actually a domain name which is wikipedia.org in this case get resolved to an IP address. So what you have to understand here is lot of things actually, whenever you are making a DNS call, right, the packets, the UDP packets actually traverse through a lot of systems. So basically this is what happens. Maybe if your system is here and you are sending a request to any DNS server, right, so it has to traverse through different routers and systems and all this stuff. So the domain name, maybe if you are trying to access abc.com, so that particular string actually is being traveled through different routers, system and softwares, and there could be a possibility of different errors that happens within when the string is being actually transferred to the next router or the next systems, because there are a lot of memory related operation happens on this particular string. So the string is being copied from one buffer to another buffer, and during that error might happen. So DNS bit squatting attack actually abuses such scenarios where memory related error happens, and bits within the domain name randomly get flipped. So let's say you want to access a website called abc.com. Okay, so abc, it's actually human readable string, but actually computer understands it in this manner. So a get transferred to 60 on the ASCII, b 62, and c 63, and if you convert it to binary, so this is the number that we get that actually remains in the memory. So whenever you are actually trying to copy a string abc, so basically in memory it gets represented in bits and bytes, so which is 101010 format. So as I have talked about it before, right, so whenever you are trying to copy a string from one memory buffer to another memory buffer, for several reasons an error might occur. So one of the error actually very popular or commonly occurred is known as bit flipping error. So let's say this is our a, this is our b, this is our c. So a and b in this particular scenario is absolutely fine, but if you look at the c, what's happening here is these four bits are absolutely fine, but here the 0 actually got accidentally flipped to 1. So what happens here is now c has actually transformed into k. So although the source string was abc.com, but due to this bit flip error, the string has transformed to abk. So now let's get into the attack scenario. What's happening here is so we are now asking for abk.com, the client, right? Maybe if you're using Chrome browser, it is asking for abk.com without even knowing that it has requested. So now how this scenario can be exploited? So let's say you are an attacker, and let's say abc.com is a very popular website, and you kind of predicted that abc.com, if bit flip error happens, it will actually transform into abk.com. So to kind of abuse this scenario, what you have done, you have pre-registered the domain abk.com, and you can actually host phishing websites, code injection, and arbitrary malicious content. Now the client is trying to access abc.com. Due to the bit flip error, the request actually accidentally made to abk.com, and now since you have already pre-registered abk.com, will be actually returning the malicious IP address. So there are several reasons this bit squatting error might happen during the packet transmission. So one of the reason is the device temperature. One of the research was presented in DEFCON that cosmic rays are also responsible for bit flipping errors, and that actually this DNS bit squatting attack as well. So you are going to find plenty of resources on GitHub. So basically you'll find script also to kind of generate bit squatting domains. So for example, if you enter abc.com, there it's going to generate possible bit squatting domains. So in this particular case it will be abk.com, and there also you should be able to understand there are a lot of other possible domains as well. So yeah, that's all I wanted to discuss in today's video. So I hope you have enjoyed the content of this video. So if you like the kind of content I upload on this channel, I request you to stay subscribed to this channel as well. So thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.